Was- So we call out PayPal at what? At 66 cents, bro. We call out PayPal at 66 cents. We call out PayPal at 66 cents. Oh my bad. I'm just trying to figure out which chat I put it in. 66 cents. Where the hell did I put it? In the April attendees? Oh, and I put it in the chat. My bad. Okay, look. So PayPal we bought for. No, you don't. I don't care, baby. You can smoke. You gonna roll a blunt right here? All right, look. We call PayPal at 66 cents. 105 calls. What is it at now? What is our call at now? 164. 166. So that's what, 100%? Or that's like 120% return on that one trade. And then SPY was 100% too. And then Microsoft, what about Microsoft? How much you guys get on Microsoft? Microsoft was about 75, 80% ish.
You know what you should start doing?
But well, the thing is, we captured a lot of nice breakouts today. That's the whole point of this thing, you know. It's not like I know what I'm doing. It's just if you can identify things, you just gotta like enter the trade, you know. No, there was Boiler Link. I put it in the Discord, and I think Brett, I'm pretty sure he put it on the website. He's in charge of that. All right, guys. So, how many of you are new? How many of you are not new? So I know where to start. Okay, I'm gonna break this down in layman's terms because obviously like this is like something I'm doing for free, and I'm not gonna spend 2 hours explaining you what options is. The difference between options and stocks are what with stocks you own, right? You own shares. With options, right? You have the right but not the obligation to actually do what with the stock, right? To do whatever with stock. So essentially what you're doing is you're buying contracts, right? You're buying contracts. Let's say you think Apple's gonna go from 100 to 105. So now you buy a contract that says, hey, I think Apple's gonna go to 105. Now, does it have to go to 105 for you to make money? No, right? It has to go a certain amount. Maybe if it goes from like 100 to 101 or $102, you'll still make your money because the because you want your contracts to get as close to in the money as possible. Let me go charge my shit.
I got you.
You got me? Where is it? You know where it is?
You like that?
I think so. But anyways, so that's options and stocks. So we're trading options now. With options, right? There are only a certain amount of names that you can trade, meaning you want to look for things with high liquidity, high volume, high open interest. Okay. This is me. This is Kevin. Okay. Now, how much money do you think you need? Well, what if I told you, you can start off with 1,000 and turn into like 10. It just depends on what is it? What do you guys think it really depends on though? Damn, Amazon from 330, 40 to 31. Amazon's up $100. So it depends on not only position sizing, but it also depends on the market, what the market is doing, right? It's what the yo, Mike. I know my battery is about to die, bro. I'm charging it. Bro, some of you guys like to like be funny, huh? Like it's early in the morning. I could have just took a nap instead of doing this. No, I don't get mad. I get annoying because like I'm trying to help you guys, and then you got trolls and shit. No, I got one right here, babe. You straight. Okay. Anyways, where I leave off of. Okay, so with with trading, right? All I'm looking for is, for example, let's go look at this. Let's go look at the bigger picture on some of these names. Nvidia, right? Let's see Nvidia. Why did Nvidia do what it did in the morning? Okay, so what you have to first have to see is go to higher time frame, and what do you see? You can see a trend line going this way, right there. You guys spot that, right? Now, when you move on to the 15 minutes, does it respect the resistance levels on this trend line? Yes or no? Bam, bam, and bam. Right now, we didn't enter the first, obviously the first 5-10 minutes. We didn't enter in a video, right? We were just waiting for the first 5 minutes. The only trade we entered around this time was SPY. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what SPY was doing as Nvidia was doing this. So what was SPY doing in the first 15 minutes, 15, 30 minutes? What is it doing? What was it doing? SPY was bullish, right? So you understand when you look at SPY and you're like, oh, it's bullish. What is causing this move, right? So what I try to do is I try to find the stock that's moving the most. So what stock do you think was moving the most? Was it Microsoft in the morning? Was it Shopify in the morning? What was it? Something moved, right? Whatever it is, something moved, right? But you gotta also understand everything else was also in a what kind of a period? Okay, first with SPY and with Nvidia, this is the breakout that I traded, right? This is the breakout. Now, if you go on the hourly, okay, if you go on the hourly, as soon as this candle started, we had a crossover on the stochastic side of this. Meaning, right? What does that mean? That means that the momentum has shifted from the downside to the upside. So the momentum not shifted today. The momentum shifted yesterday, right? So yesterday was a good setup for today because now not only do you have a trend line that's being broken, but you also have what within the trend line? You have a bull flag within the trend line, and then you have this wick right here. This wick right here tells you that, okay, well, look what happened yesterday. Yesterday, we found support around this area. So now what I like to do is I'll make a zone like this, right? I'll make a zone from where the wick ends. And why am I making the zone? Because this tells me that this is where all the buying pressure is coming from. Okay, asthma. Good shit. You're right. Okay. Now, at what point do you take the trade? Well, if you're looking at it in this aspect, right? You want to look at yesterday's high in comparison to the high of pre-market or after hours. So at that point, your entry on this trade should have been around 219.95. And your exit on this trade should have been which one? It should have been 222.59. Why? Because this is where this is. What does this mean though? There's a name for this. This is where the no, not this is where this is called a swing high. Okay, that's called a swing high. Why is it called a swing high? Because when you're looking at these price swings and they're rejecting, right? You have a swing high here, and another swing high here. Does that make sense? Yes, you of course you can look at it in a way where it's like, yeah, this is lower highs, lower lows, but if you want the correct term for it, this means that these are swing highs, and your swing highs should always be your profit targets for day trade because, for example, right? Let's say you got in at 220, right? And then you end up, let's say you get at 220 and then you don't have a resistance yet, right? You got to make sure you have a reasonable, you have reasonable space. Honestly, Nvidia today can even go to 225, to be honest. That's what I think. Uh, let me pull up PayPal PayPal first. Okay, so PayPal on the daily, let's start off with the weekly. Okay, where is PayPal on the weekly? This is what you guys gotta understand. Where's PayPal on the weekly? This was the very low, right? This was the bottom of PayPal, $82, right? Well, that's one thing. That's one factor. When you see a stock at all-time lows, what are you trying to achieve at that point? Is getting into a, quote unquote, buy the dip, right? That's what you're trying to do. So obviously, unfortunately, there was a bear flag 2 days ago, right? So we thought it was gonna keep going down, but okay, as soon as today made support, right? As soon as we made that support right here, this is what you do. You connect these two. You connect these two like this, right? So now you have what's called a range. It's not necessarily a bear flag yet, but now you have, your tops, your bottoms. This is the bottom. Now, if the okay, what are you guys on the what are your guys' bias on the market right now? If it's bullish, then what do you want to do with a stock like this that's been beaten down? This is where you want to go out at least a month out, right? You also understand, right? Look at other names. Some of you that are saying, oh, we're bearish, you might be right, but you got to look at other names and where they are too, in retrospect to whatever, we're looking at. So if Amazon right now, Amazon's right here, right? Does Amazon look necessarily bullish? Here's the thing. The bear flag was right here. So is the bear flag still valid for the most part? No, right? Because now this level right here that we're currently rejecting, this green line, right? This green line, what happened the last time it hit the green line before it dumped? This is when we had a really big move, right? So on Amazon, we should be on the bullish side now. Now, we made a Microsoft trade. You guys remember what time we made that Microsoft trade? And remember, again, on the bigger scale of things, you got to see where we are on the bigger scale of things, right? If you look at the weekly on Nvidia, the price level that we tested today was also a what? This is also a demand zone. Does that make sense? That's a demand zone, right? So boom. So now I'm going to show you. I know there's a lot of lines, but when you start looking at it from from a smaller time frame, you'll see what I'm talking about. So now we have all this, right? So now we have this zone where we're anticipating buyers to come in, right? Now, just remember that the zone is there. Okay, I'm going to delete it so I can show you something. The zone is there. Now, yesterday, right? Yesterday, going into pre-market and after hours, we had a nice little bull flag. Now, on the 15-minute, right? It looks like this. It looks much clearer. Now, why was this my entry for this bull flag? Why is my entry not all the way up here? Because you want to catch the IV move, right? You want to catch that implied volatility as you enter the trade. Now let's do this. If you have a bull flag, you have a pull. This is the size of the pull, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Let me make this a different color. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is let me fix it up a little bit. That's where it is, right there. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna so this is essentially the move that we're looking for, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit this property. I'll make it right there even. I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm gonna do this. So essentially, and look at that, right? Look where it's ending at. It's ending at 285. Now, when you're looking at 285, what happened to 285? Look at all this consolidation period at 285. Just because our target is at 285, you got to understand what happened last time we hit that, right? So 280 all the way up to 284.64, is that not a good enough move? This was 100% trade today. Okay, now I'm gonna show you SPY right now. Holy shit! Who took my other one? Who took my smaller account play on TCX chat? Hold on, guys. Let me just check. Dude, look what I just gave you guys too. On that second trade, bro. It's at 45%. Okay, anyways, that's besides the fucking point. I don't, I'm not over here to tell you like I knew this was gonna happen. No, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know. I had no fucking idea. But what I can tell you is, right, the reason why I went in calls was because of these areas right here. 1, 2, 3, and now 4. These are demand zones, right? So on SPY at the open, right? At the open right there, right? At the open, you could have entered. Honestly, what time did I signal Apple? So you guys, I'm trying to give you guys, what I'm doing is I'm letting you pick my brain right now by showing you what I see so that it can help you. But I need to figure out what time I set by. Okay, I said SPY 440 call at 6:39. Now let's go to the 1 minute time frame and just see where 6:39 is. 6:39 was about here. So I'm gonna highlight the thing right there. 6:39 was about there. Okay, on the 1 minute time frame, if you enter a trade right here, right, your stop loss, okay, and this is where you guys gotta pay attention, right? Now you have let's go on the 5 minutes. There are multiple stop losses that you can have. You can have either the support of the open as your stop loss, or if you want to stretch your stop loss, you can even make it all the way up here. But here, if this was where I entered right here, right? Remember why did I enter this? Because this is where one of the pre-market highs were. The reason why I didn't wait for 440 was because that means I'm gonna wait for a $2 move on SPY. And how many of you agree that a $2 move on SPY is a lot? Like, you don't wanna wait for this shit to go to 440 because no one could have known that this was gonna go to 444. So that's why I entered here because this was the breakout of the pre-market high. Boom. I entered it right there, right? 440 calls. And those 440 calls at this point right here was already like 200%. If you held this bitch, then damn, you're a fucking degenerate. But good for you. You know what I mean? How do you make sure you get filled? Guys, you gotta make a market order. That's it. It's as simple as uh, it's as simple as that. Like, you just gotta make a market order and you just gotta thug it out. Right? You just gotta thug it out and make that market order. I know you get shitty fills. I feel you. I get shitty ass fills too, bro. You're not the only one. Especially if I'm trying to buy 100. Like, imagine me trying to buy 100. Okay, imagine me trying to buy 100 calls right here or 200 calls, and then I end up getting filled right over here. Like, that will piss me the fuck off. You get me? Okay, so now PayPal, right? So now if we're assuming, now what we gotta do is look at SPY. Where's SPY right now on the 4 hours? SPY is currently here, right? SPY is right over here at the resistance line. The risk, but here's the thing. Here's the difference between this move. I'm gonna show you guys. There's a difference between, and this is where I don't want you to get confused, but I want you to understand, right? 1, 2, 3. You guys see that? Now, did they all almost do the same exact thing for the past 3 days? We couldn't break the same level, right? But what is different about today than the past 2 days? The difference is we had a bigger dip. Okay, look, the difference is we broke the support level. You guys get what I'm saying there? The difference is we broke a support level over here, right? We made a dip, and then you had all these buyers coming in into a flag. Did we have a flag anywhere in the past 3 days where we went up? No, right? So, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, we might run again tomorrow. So on SPY, what would be our target tomorrow? It would be around here. Why is it around here? Because that's where the trend line is. But that's also where you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4, right? You have 4 resistance levels here, right? Now, what I mean by resistance, it doesn't mean that we're gonna get freaking rejected. When I say resistance here, I mean that we can end up having a lot of buyers come in because look at this one and look at this one, right? So on swings, I suggest you guys swing this trade right here. How many guys want me to give it to you? Right here. Are you guys learning something today? At least picking my brain a little bit. All right, look. On PayPal, what I'm gonna open up is I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna open up a. So look, here's what you gotta do. You gotta look at the last time, right? You gotta look at the last time we had a dip, right? So the last time we had a dip from here to up here, how long did it take us? How many days? I'm doing it right now, Jack. I'm about to do it after I explain it. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, right? Now, what you want to do is you want to multiply that by 2. So you're gonna assume that this is gonna take 16 days to move. Now, when you assume that it's gonna take 16 days to move, does that mean you choose a weekly expiration? No, right? Now you're gonna assume now you're gonna have to make a 20. I'm buying a 29th April call on PayPal for I'm gonna do a 108. I'm gonna do a PayPal 108 call expiring 422 at 375. Just buy one. How many of you have never? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. 429. How many of you guys have never really swing trades before? Just buy one, bro. Buy one. Because how many of you have been in swings and like you're just like, oh my gosh, I put all my money in there. No. When do you get out of a candle close? When do you get out of losing trade on a candle close, or as soon as the candle breaks the level, or is it always 20% stop loss? That's a very good fucking question. Okay, what's buy? Like I said earlier, right? We entered right here, right? We entered right here. Now, if this was your first support, are you if this was your first stop loss and this is your support, are you following the percent rule or are you following the support rule? Support, right? If you're having a stop loss below the range, then that means what you're doing is you're going to be doing what? You're going to be using that 20-30% rule. Come on, let me just post this. I'm going to show you guys a few more strategies. How many of you guys are going to be here for every single class? I want you guys to get this down so that, you'll be good. Okay. What's next? What else did we trade today? I only traded what I said, and everything else, everything was green, right? Everything was green. Now, what I'm gonna show you is I'm gonna show you a few. I'm gonna show you a few trades that I think will go, but What I need you to do is take a picture of this and tag me. I'm gonna post this today on the Telegram. All right. I'm gonna teach you guys something right now. But let me know when you're done. Um, let me know when you're done tagging me. Dude, I got a new phone. I gotta get a new phone. My phone is tweaking. I'll go over Tesla and a few more trades that um. But did you guys tag me yet? Before I show you, I own at least 50. All right, you guys got it? Here, let me see. Let me see who tagged me. I'll give you guys a little something.
You said it was a 2019, baby. That's a 2021.
What? My M5?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 2021.
You told me a 2019.
My 2019 is my Challenger.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, my yours is a 2021 and my Benz like a 2015 or some shit. But the stochastics indicators right here on the left. This is a momentum indicator. So what happens is I'm looking for crossovers like this, right? Crossovers like this. So meaning when you see this crossover, that means that the momentum has shifted from it being bullish to bearish and it crosses down. If you traded this crossover down, would you have made money or no? Yeah, you would have, right? But here's the thing, you don't want to just use indicators like this because these are all lagging indicators. So what I do is you want to focus strictly on price action and what the price action tells you, because obviously, you know, we don't work for fucking hedge funds where they have all these algorithms working for them. You know, this is the good thing about being a trader is that people who work at like hedge funds and shit, they're obligated to have to buy a certain amount of shit per day. Okay. Give me 3 names that you want me to go over right now.
He's upset with me, but he's the one that found the only puddle in Topanga and fucking jumped in it.
He jumped in a puddle.
He jumped his whole body in the puddle. Everything but like the top of his body is soaked.
Wow.
And I just took a shower. I'm not trying to wash him.
No, he can stay in the cage.
For now, I'm gonna let him in.
We're about to leave in a little bit, so
You're
what should we do?
I'm getting insurance on the beamer right now.
All right, so Amazon, I'm trying to swing this 3204. This bear flag is invalid. Apple. So Apple, look at this. So Apple is in a huge bull flag, right? So now what we're waiting for is we're waiting for some demand to come in about here, right there, because that's where we had a lot of buyers come in last time. So once we go past 167.71 on Apple, you go long above 167. Just write this down if you have it. Next. Okay, airlines. What's up with airlines? Right there. Airlines is who said this shit, bro? Good shit. I like it. So there's two different levels you want to test. So once we're above here, 1982, we're good. We're good all the way to the next swing high. In which, in this case, our next swing high is going to be about over here. So on American Airlines, you can swing American Airlines from 159. I mean, one from $19 to $21. Give it about 2 weeks. Oh, if the ER is coming out, then this I digress from what I said. Just be careful with that. AMD breaking out of this nice pennant. This is a good swing right here. I'm actually gonna do it right now.
No, you need to dry off. No. It's not my fault you jumped in a puddle.
AMD calls. How many of you can tell me which one is a good strike to take? You want to take $100 strike. Exactly. So $100 strike. Jaco. $100 call on AMD. $429 at 186. That's what you want. One last thing. QQQ. QQQ is the same thing, guys. This is just like SPY. Literally, same thing. This is the same. What does 186 mean? 186 means this is the price of the contract right now as we speak. Shop. Push you. Shop 2. Okay, shop, look on the weekly. Shop is at a psychological level right now. This is the support right here. We're Gucci. It's just expensive, you know? It's just expensive to take this trade, to be honest.
I've never bought into Tesla because I couldn't.
So with shop, we're just relying on this bounce. And for if let's say today, yeah, no, it's a good trade to take, to be honest. You guys can look at shop. One more thing, coin. Coin's at an all-time low, bro. Not a bad trade to take. If you want to swing, you swing above this right here. Why do I say swing above 173.47? Because where our stochastics is still showing us that we're literally on the bearish side, right? So now what we're waiting for is this red line to go like this, right? And then you want to wait for the purple. You want to wait for the purple to cross like that. And at that point, you're going to want the price to reclaim this moving average. So it'll probably look like that, right? And then you want the EMAs to cross something like that, right? So now you have two crossovers. But what do you want for what should crossover first? How many of you know this? What do you want to look for? An EMA crossover first, or you want to look at a more? You want to look at the stochastics crossover first before you want to look at this. Okay, and this is a weekly chart too. Just wait till you see the 4-hour charts. Right, 4-hour charts looks good. 91367. All right. I'm gonna do one more thing. How many of you guys tagged me already? You guys want here? What's another? What's another good one? Damn, fucking as Peach. I like that little note you wrote down there. That's cute.
Stop, watch shit don't never stop. Stop, watch shit don't never stop.
Bowie, you want to look at Bank of America? What the hell?
What the hell?
It's good. It's cheap. Yeah, take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take this trade. This is a good one. Where is the weekly at? We're at the nice support. Yeah, look, take this. I would take that. Financials might be the one. So the rotation of the sectors might go to financials this time. So let's open up a Boeing. A Bank of America, 29 April. BAC 20. BAC 429, $40 call at 0.57. Small accounts. When is Netflix's earnings? Dennis? It's today? Oh, damn, dude. Should I be a degenerate? You guys can. No, you guys can wait till tomorrow, to be honest. You might come back up. But if you want, I'd rather buy calls than puts on this. It's already getting destroyed. I'd rather do calls. Or you can do a strangle too. How do you know when to sell your option, call, or put? Okay, so what trade did we take today for 100%? Spy. Just like I explained earlier, right? Right here. So what did we use as our target? So we used the bull flag as our entry. The nearest pre-market high was what we used, and then we used which resistance level? We used the resistance level from 2 days ago. Okay. All right. Our next class is gonna be sometime this week. I'm gonna go over a few more things, including finding patterns and spotting patterns for you guys. Hopefully, you guys can learn. I'm doing this for free, so you guys can just try to do this yourself. All right, guys. Of course, I'm gonna post this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post this, and then I'm gonna link it in Telegram. So if you guys have any friends who want to learn, just put them in the Telegram. Like literally, I'm not. It's a free ass Telegram, bro. All right, thank you guys for coming, for showing up. You too, Cole.
Stop.
Oh shit, I'm still in here. Damn, bro. What are you guys still doing in here? I'm like, are you still sitting here? No, hold on. Let me see if I can find another trade, dude. I'm kind of still trying to trade a little bit. I turned 1,000 into 10,000 this week. I wanted to post it when it turns into 100. I think it's because I remember because I had $1,000 in the account. I put it on like on Wednesday, and then I shorted Facebook for one whole day, and I sold it on Friday. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. I shorted Facebook. I shorted Facebook on Friday. I shorted Facebook on Friday right here and just rode that whole move down. All right, guys. Good luck today. Okay. I'll see you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys tag me, please. If you guys tag me, I'll follow you back right now on Twitter and on Instagram. Especially if you made money, bro. But it'll be posted, yes. And make sure you guys give me a thumbs up in the freaking Telegram.